Emily.
And Teresa.
And we're with ET Real Estate Group. And we're here to talk to you about something we like to call the hidden costs of moving.
Yes, because, you think about all the big ones,
Yes.
getting into the house, buying the house, but you might have forgotten a couple of things.
The little ones. But the little ones add up. So we just want you to, be aware so you can help to budget for the big day.
Yep, and not be surprised. So the biggest question we get in January is, I got my property tax bill. What do I do? Well,
it's kind of confusing.
Yes, Wisconsin's a little different. Wisconsin, you actually pay the year prior. So at closing, you get credited from the seller up until the date of closing, and then you pay from the date of closing to January 1st.
So you might be walking out with a big old check from them paying their portion of their property tax for the year they lived in. Don't spend that. That's your taxes.
Well, and most of the time, if you have escrow, it goes into escrow.
Yes.
So you don't get that. So if you get your property tax bill in January, you either have to send it to your lender, or the lender sends you a check and you send the check into the county. So those are normally your options. So if you get a check from your lender, don't be like, oh, I can just cash this. Most of the time it is made out to the county too. So, so you can't just cash it. But, just remember, property taxes.
Due January.
Yes.
Pay
them because otherwise the bank's gonna yell at you.
Yes. But other costs, things like utilities. So when you move into a new place, you have to start a new account for utilities. Things like electric or water, sewer, gas, that kind of sort of thing. But sometimes these require a security deposit. Now, sometimes that's just a flat fee. Sometimes it's based on your credit. Hopefully, if you just bought a house, you have good enough credit, but just be aware that you might need to dump a couple $100s in for a security deposit. The other thing could be you might be charged to unseal a meter if there was nobody living in the house before that. They might charge you for that. If you are going into a co-op, like an electric co-op, you'll have to require a membership fee for that. You might have to prepay for a deposit in case you for late payments. All these little things, they add up. So you gotta kind of just be aware of those.
Absolutely. And then if you're in the country, which if you're moving from city to country, there's this thing called LP.
Yes.
If you are fortunate enough to buy before August, you can pay what they call prepay. And you can pay extra throughout the winter, or to cover you all the way through winter. And they do what they call keep fill. So you never run out of gas. Because in February, March, January,
you don't want to run out of gas.
You don't want to run out of gas. Also, the prices go up. So you get to save a little bit if you prepay in most of the time. Normally, gas is never cheaper in the winter.
It costs like $1,000 almost to fill your tank.
Yep.
So be prepared for that.
So those are costs you might not think about if you've lived in the city or an apartment and now you are
moving to
the country or even just outside of town, because as soon as you get out of city limits, natural gas a lot of times is not there.
Or small towns, they might not have it, so you might be on an LP tank. So there's all sorts of those things.
Yeah.
How about moving costs? Whew.
Yeah.
I've done that a million times.
I have not.
So
I moved myself.
Well, it's a lot of money. Just throwing that out there. So when you move, some people choose to use a moving company, which is fine. Go for it. They will come in, pack your house up, put it in the truck, drive your truck to the new place, unload. Hopefully they didn't lose anything or break anything. But that does cost money.
Yep.
It can cost, depending on how far you're going, that could cost thousands of dollars. Be aware about that. Otherwise, if you want to do it yourself, you don't have a truck, you have to rent one.
Yep.
That could cost hundreds of dollars. And you have to drive it.
Yep.
So that'll cost.
And you have to figure out how to get your other vehicles there with the moving truck.
Yes. So you might have to have a tow dolly, or you have to ship your car. So those also can cost $1,500.
Well, and if you're doing it yourself, you got to do boxes and tissue paper and,
Yes, the tape for the boxes. Yep. I mean, that all adds up. That's a couple $100 just to box your stuff up. So, but if you're moving yourself, remember that depending on how far you're going, you might have to get a hotel. You might have to get a couple hotels. You're going to have to pay for your gas, which is a lot right now. I mean, it's come down a little bit, but still. Tolls. depending where you go, that can add up. Food, yes.
Unless you're really good at packing for the road, but
make some sandwiches.
Yep.
But all sorts of extra costs there. So, but what happens once you move in? Are there any more costs there?
Yeah, there's always more costs.
There's always more costs. Home ownership, it's just costs and costs, but good thing. So, if you're moving into a bigger house, which most people do, then you have to furnish that house.
Yep.
And that costs money.
Yep. Furniture, window treatments.
They cost money. You got to fill it in.
Yeah.
It's you don't think about it like, oh, look at how much space we have. But guess what? It costs money to fill it in. So kind of think about that when you're doing it. You don't have to do it all at once, but think about how you want to do it.
And if you're coming from an apartment or a condo, guess what? You own the house, therefore you have to take care of lawn care and snow removal. So you might have to buy a lawnmower or a snowblower.
Yes.
Or if it's a long driveway, a truck with a plow.
Right? Or budget to pay somebody to do that.
Yep.
Which costs money too. So think about that.
And we've talked about it in things break in houses. So, you might want to consider that home warranty. When you wrote the offer, if you got that, great, you just call. But you can buy a home warranty at any time.
Yes, you can.
So if you're thinking you get in the house and you notice like a lot of things are going wrong with it, just little things. And then you look better at the hot water heater or the furnace and realize, well, this was missed. Maybe I should do a home warranty. We can also get you the paperwork and you can order one right away. You don't have to wait till you sell. A home warranty can be put on anytime.
Yes. But even without the home warranty, there's little things that you might need to fix. So always get the budget for that.
Absolutely.
So all in all, just remember that even after you write the big check to buy the house, probably put a couple $1,000s away just to...
for safety net.
Move in.
Yep. Move in
and go from there.
Get acquainted. Acclimated.
Right?
Acclimated, right?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Anyway. Thanks for watching. There's little tidbits from us. So, see ya. Bye.